women love and will get on this mic and scream out how niggas ain't shit. But ladies, listen, and please don't take offense. I'm not talking to you if the shoe doesn't fit before the clock. Strike 12, let's all be accountable for a minute. Princess, don't let this slip. Riddle me this. Isn't it a coincidence that all the ain't shit niggas just so happen to be the same niggas that you pick? Seems like you have a horrible taste in men. Or is it bad intuition? Could be terrible judgment mixed with poor decisions. See, you neglect the lesson so you're in the same position. Probably got an ulterior motive with a hidden agenda. Maybe men is the inspiration for that pen. Regardless, this niggas ain't shit slander shall and will come to an end. Because like, how many heartbreaks until discernment kick in? How many fair relationships until y'all look in the mirror? Y'all so smart but keep getting tricked by men. Damsel in distress want princess treatment. You don't love yourself but you want to be worshipped. You can't be alone because you resent the person that's within. So now you go out looking to get complimented just to tell every nigga that you're not interested because you sneaking with somebody you have no business with. Steady trying to convince him of commitment while looking for the man of your dreams who is non-existent, not because he's fiction, because you won't be fully invested and have no real way to compliment him. So now you done dealing with men because we act like a bitch. So that's what you go and get, a human with tits, with a nigga intent, exuding dominance like a man. But now you playing with a women's feelings because you're indecisive, thinking the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. However, the problem still isn't fixed. The resolution isn't trading a click for a dick. The grass is only greener when you decide to water it. And it's funny because women that deal with women understand when niggas say bitches ain't shit because y'all intention blows with the wind. Like, how you want to be a wife but you can't be submissive? Claim you want intimacy but you settling for dick. You want a provider but you looking for a trick. You want a leader but you don't listen. You want a protector but you too disrespectful but can agree with anything posted on the shade room. You always right and still don't get that maybe it's you. You looking for a man but my nigga you act like a dude. Don't respect authority with an attitude. Cuss like a sailor and always rude. You fuck with no attachment, leave the house damn near nude. Liquor and drugs easily change your mood. Do anything for a bag, integrity and morals you will lose. And got a roster like a football team thinking options prove that men want you as a partner. Flag on the play, baby, they just waiting to fuck on you. And to the men that actually provides and come through, get manipulated and used because you know the nice guy always lose. Pause.
Hey, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel today. We back at it again, as usual. We got some more clips for y'all to check out. In these clips, several different clips, but all these clips are sending a message to today's modern woman. Hopefully y'all get the message that's being sent in these clips if you are a modern woman. So let's take a look at them and see what we talking about today. Let's go.
She says, I can't hate men because my father was too good. I had a good father. I just can't. I know that good men do exist. And they hated her for it. They attacked her for it. Here's the first video that triggered them. You're going to want to see this. Check it out.
I personally can't hate men because I had a really good dad. And I know that the Most High didn't stop making good men when he made my father. So how could I possibly hate men? And I know that if my father existed, that there's other men out there that are also like him. So therefore I cannot hate all of you.
Beautiful words.
It's not even possible for me. He was too good. He was too good, which means there's too good out there. So yeah, count me out. Count me out.
You know, they hated that. And so they responded. And then she responded. This is where things started to heat up. Check it out.
I made a video yesterday where I was saying how I can't hate men because I had a really good father. And I got a response that I found to be very interesting. She said, good for you. Right. Thank your mother also because your mother chose a good man. That also means your mother is not a crappy person. But let's sympathize and empathize with people who aren't fortunate enough to have what you have.
I'm going to pause it right there because this is great. But I have to show you this next video, right? I have to show you this. This is what I want you to see first. Let's get it.
So this may be my last video on this topic, but it might not be. So let's take it back to my being grateful for having a good dad video, right? I've seen a lot of the women say, well, you should be thanking your mother for picking you a good father. You should be thanking your mom for picking that good man. Not thanking that man for being a good dad. No, you should thank your mother. You should thank the woman for picking that good man.
Right.
So if I should thank the woman for picking that good man and not thank the man for being the good man, by that logic, does that mean that if my mother did not choose a good father, that I would also blame my mother?
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better. Are you guys following? Do you see why I had to make sure I play this first so that this video right here is heard? And do you see why this video here didn't catch as much attention? They didn't want to hear that. They didn't want to drink that coffee one more time.
So if I should thank the woman for picking that good man and not thank the man for being the good man, by that logic, does that mean that if my mother did not choose a good father, that I would also blame my mother?
No, I'll have a tea, actually.
They don't want that.
So you don't thank the good man for being a good man. You thank the woman for picking the good man. But when the woman doesn't pick a good man to be the father, who's to blame for that?
The man. Right.
But you know me, I'm gonna say it anyways. First and foremost, black women are above reproach. If it don't validate us or excuse our bad behavior, we don't want to hear it. Instead, we'll say, well, men do it too. Secondly, we'll find every excuse in the world to validate why we don't want to be married or why we don't want to be in a relationship. Well, they get cheated on. Well, they do this. Well, they do that. But then we have all these standards for men, and we're still actively seeking for men in the midst of our hurt while inadvertently telling them to go to therapy. We do not practice what we preach. Thirdly, the independent woman is a myth. Actually cared about being independent and it was something that made you happy, you would not have all these standards to negate your independence. Nobody wants to relinquish power.
Find every excuse in the world to not be submissive and wonder why white women can get away with their bad behavior. We take everything bad from white women, except for the fact using marriage to our own benefit. But you'll run to the child support office, though.
Argue equality against men, and the only time we actually want to be equal to men is when it comes to degenerate behavior, hypersexuality, abusing or abandoning children. Even when it comes to the gold digger conversation, what you don't see those other women do, even when they are just screwing men for money, is bashing men, inadvertently making men feel like they're not important. Also, too, telling them that they don't need men. Psychologically, we have been taught to disassociate ourselves, and even in that Malcolm X quote where he says the black woman is the most disrespected, he also says to be near your man. Because who taught you to hate the very race that you're supposed to be with?
Listen, can we just give this woman a round of applause? This woman broke it all the way down Shahrazad Ali style. Okay? She really went there. And, you know, when I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw this video, I did not see the whole video. All I saw was the title and I was like, okay, this is going to be a good conversation. No matter what side of the fence she's on, I know it's going to be a good conversation. But what I noticed is in her comment section, it was filled with women who were extremely upset at what she's saying. Of course, you know, you're going to have the people calling her pick me, this, that, or whatever. But in regards to, because she said a lot, in regards to the women who were in school at graduation with rings on, there was a lot of women like, oh, well, you know, well, we don't follow by, you know, the ring by spring rule. And, you know, we actually focus when we go to school to get our education because, you know, we can't afford to fail because how it's going to look and how it's going to be. Listen, from my understanding, I could have assumed that when you go to college, it is to set your life up. Okay? It is not just about the career path. It's about everything that it encompasses. The entire lifestyle that you want to create. You are supposed to be creating that.
Black women got what they wanted. Yeah, they basically have ended marriage in the black community. Nobody will get married to them. They abort half their babies, so they don't have to have children any longer. If a man does make a mistake and marry one, 85% of them then file for divorce. 85% of all divorces come from black women in the black community. Then they can get the man in family court, get him with child support, takes children away, spousal support, and then she can just go ahead for any reason to put a restraining order on him and keep him from seeing his children and going on his property anymore for the rest of his life. He hasn't done anything wrong except marry her. And then on top of that, she's got the welfare state that'll give her Section 8 housing, EBT, SNAP, free medical care. She just kick him out. She got what she want. Even got no fault divorce. He doesn't have to have done anything wrong for you to divorce him. I just don't want to be married no more.
So that's why a lot of them run around these hyphenated names now, because, you know, they got 1 foot in, 1 foot out anyway, right? Black woman got what she wanted. And, you know, got gun control. You don't want to defend yourself if you're black in America now. You want to be ducking and dodging and let the drug dealers and everything, you know, control the streets and let the police be able to come in and take everything you want. And that's one of the things you need to understand. You look at Iran and people are asking in America, why them Iranians don't take over their government? They don't have any guns. You complain about the police chasing you, then you give up the power to the police to kill you. And you give your guns away. And you call that justice. You got your socialism. That's what you asked for, right? Because that's really what black liberation is. You got your heroes. They let you have them. Who are the black heroes? MLK, Obama, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, Dan Crump, Paul Bryant. A cavalcade, a clown car of some of the most ignorant jokers ever walked the face of this earth. Black women got protection.
With you nigga. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm a with you nigga, ladies. I want all the ladies to know that we with you niggas. Now what that means is when we first meet you, we'll go out with you. We'll drink with you. We'll take you to dinner. Go to dinner with you. Go even over your folks' house with you. But the first time you start asking us to cash out you money, and I've been knowing you 3 days, we through fucking with you.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
We avoid men that we feel like might put us in danger. I don't think men have the same stipulation, because I watch a lot of men be in abusive situations that they don't even realize is abusive. I watch men be verbally abused and belittled. I watch men deal with women that break up their stuff. I watch men deal with women that are explosive and, oh, she just crazy, and y'all make jokes about it sometimes because y'all don't even realize that's dangerous. So I think that if I was a man, I would apply the same tools that I'm applying now as a woman. I need a woman that's safe. I need a woman that I can come and tell things and she don't throw it back in my face. I need a woman that I can come and lay my head on and she don't make me feel weak, like I'm not being masculine enough for her. I need a woman that when she get mad, she knows how to use her words instead of her hands, and I ain't got to worry about bleach being sprayed about my house. The stuff that y'all settle for sometimes, there are a lot of men that are in domestic violence situations, and I sit back and look like, what is happening? Because y'all don't even realize that y'all are in these abusive situations. So for me, I think the woman that I would choose would be safe.
That was good, girl. I feel like my list gonna be long. The type of woman that I would avoid, her characteristics. Oh my Lord, on today. One who's argumentative. One who doesn't know how to apologize. One who does not take accountability. One who cannot steward a relationship appropriately. One who does not respect me. One who does not show love to her friends and her family. One who does not know how to be a mother. One who does not know how to build a house as well. You can learn how to cook. You can learn how to clean. You can learn how to put some pictures on your wall, because I need you to make it a home. One who judges me. Because when I come to you, I want to know that when I communicate with you, I will not be judged, so I will feel safe. Because that's what emotional safety is. One that I can trust. Can I trust you with my life experiences? Can I trust you with my journey? One, if you don't add to my fruition, I'm avoiding you. Pretty much. Baby, you're kind of telling on women. I am too. Because you just told a man to stay single. But these are the very women in the audience who want a man. So the things that I'm listening, because I don't know who you are, baby, but the things that I'm listening right now are the things that I'm pretty much telling women you need to work on. If you want a relationship, if you don't, stay single. Because the same thing that we tell men we want to be safe and we want to be secure. You think they don't want the same thing? That's a basic human need. I couldn't imagine being a man coming to a home and a woman's always arguing with me. What? I got to deal with the world, and you mean to tell me my home is not my safety? I got to come to a home with 4 white walls while you going out and having brunch with your girls, but you can't put pictures on a wall. You can't make it homey. You won't even build a basic skill of cooking. You can go out to McDonald's and say, well, I just don't cook. Well, maybe you can learn. For a moment, make it homey. You don't even pray right. What you talking about? We always talking about submission, but you don't submit to nothing. That's the reason why you so irresponsible, why you so responsive, why you always going back and forth. That's the reason why you so immature, because you don't submit to nothing but yourself and Instagram. I wouldn't want to be with a woman who's always on Instagram unless it's your job. I can't be with a woman who always wants attention. I can't be with a woman who prioritizes her friendships over me. Yeah, your friendships are important, but remember that I'm important as well because we building something. I can't be with a woman who lacks ambition. I can't be with a woman who don't know how to carry the weight as well. Because it may be some days I always want to talk about 50-50 and 100-100. There may be a day where I face life. I'm trying to protect you. I'm trying to build. I'm trying to do everything else. And today I can't present it to 100%. You cool with me trying to love you at this very little capacity that I have, but I'm still extending my love. Are you going to be graceful? Can you extend me mercy? I can't be with a woman who's not forgiving. Because I'm a human and I'm going to make mistakes. And this ain't about cheating. One day I may be angry because of life outside of you. And I may be irritable when I come to you and it has nothing to do with you. Can you forgive me though, baby? I can't be with that type of woman. Those are the things I would not be able to be with.
Thank you. I love it. And guess what?
If black men are so bad, who raised them? If black men are deadbeats, who raised them? If black men are broke, bum, dusty, down bad, impoverished, and musty, who raised them? Now, before you answer that question, I have to ask you this one. If white men are so great and they just know how to treat women and they are so respectful and they're providers, who raised them? If white men are so great and they treat black women so well, who raised them? When you say things like that, you don't understand that you are basically saying that the white woman knows how to raise her sons to be prominent members of society, but black women don't know how to raise their children and they shouldn't be raising children. That's what you're saying. So when y'all get on here and y'all talk shit about black men and y'all praise and uplift the white man, I want you to know and I want you to understand that you are praising the white mother as well. You're praising the white woman as well. You're basically saying that she knows what she's doing when it comes to child rearing and black women don't know what the fuck they're doing. And black women need to stop having kids because look at how their kids turned out. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying whenever you talk about how bad black men are. How terrible they are. They were raised by black women. So who is responsible for these men that we got out here? They were raised with all their mother's influence. And they're deadbeats? They're trash? They don't know how to treat women? I wonder who's responsible for that.
When's the last time you told your man, I can't do this without you? When was the last time you actually told a man that this don't work without you? Before you, I was lost in this. But now with you, I feel like something's possible. See, women today, you're afraid to be vulnerable, and that's feminine. And see, today we're going to talk about so many of you women who are fake feminine. See, fake feminine women cannot do these things long term. Fake feminine women are like psychopaths. Psychopaths with the dark triad. But psychopaths' major problem is they lack empathy. Fake feminine women pretend to be women. They'll wear dresses, heels, they'll wear Chanel and pearls and everything else. But when it gets right down to it, they are emotionally turned off. Click, the switch is gone. So when it comes to caring, interest, and affection, they fall flat. Long term, they do it in short chunks, short bits. And high value men, productive, competitive, successful men, men who are worth it, are in it for the marathon. And as soon as you drop, they see, you cared up until you got comfortable. You were interested until that. You showed affection until you had a deadline. I'm talking to somebody. Because ladies, affection is innately feminine. And the problem is most of you were raised by hard women who wanted to make you capable and tough and independent. But you were not taught because you didn't get the love. Your mama did this to you because of her issues with her men. Yeah, that's why you're out here walking around with $100,000 worth of student loan debt. And out here by yourself, as cute as you are, because you can't keep a man, because you can't be caring, interest, and show affection.
Girl, he did not fumble you. Fumble what? Your disrespectful ways, your disrespectful mouth, the way you belittle him, the way you sit up there and talk bad about him to your friends and your family, the way you would sit up there and say, we going on girls' night or girls' trips, and you sit up there kissing and dancing on your friends, the way you sit up there and you're not supportive of him, you're not encouraging him, you're not there for him when he needs you to be there psychologically or emotionally. You think he fumbled you? Bitch, you fumbled him.
Here are the 6 characteristics of a Delilah. Remember, Delilah portrays Samson in the Bible. Let's get into it, family. Number 1, Delilah is selfish. She's not there for love or the relationship. She is there for herself and what she stands to gain in the relationship. She's an opportunist. Almost everything she does has a selfish motive behind it. She has her own agenda and hardly sacrifices for the relationship. Number 2, Delilah knows how to disarm a man. She is captivating and seductive. She knows what a man wants superficially and knows how to make him feel good. Number 3, Delilah is manipulative. She will coax, deceive, shame, pressure, ultimatum, nag, seduce. She'll weaponize your insecurities, your deep dark secrets. She has no shame nor integrity. You almost feel like you are under her spell. Number 4, Delilah does not like authority, has no interest in submitting to any man, and only desires to have things her way. She can make a man feel lonely, frustrated, and depressed. Number 5, Delilah tends to be a promiscuous woman. She loves having the power, and she does not want to be tied down. This is not a woman who desires to be committed. She loves the attention, the power she gets from it. Number 6, Delilah is vengeful and unforgiving. The moment you decide to stand up for yourself, start to set boundaries, she will suddenly turn against you and do something to hurt you badly just to get back at you.
I hear you, brother. This is what you have to remember. The average black woman in America don't get no older than about 14. So just talk to her and deal with her like you dealing with a 14-year-old. Don't come at her like you dealing with an equal, because she's not going to be able to accept that. You got to go way back. And we cut off at about 14 or 15. We don't develop and mature no further until we get some new information and accept some different information. And she going to fight against right, because that's how we have been reared by the enemy. That ain't her you fighting. You fighting the demon in her that was put in her by the enemy.
I mean, come on, think about it. All you women who have slept with a lot of guys, who are you worth something to?
That's a great question, man.
What are you going to do to the next guy?
One says, what do you bring to the table? Because we're asking men to bring so much. We want men to do it all. We want men to still be the men of yesteryear while us not being the women of yesteryear. We don't want to cook. We don't want to clean. We don't want to provide and cater to a man's needs. We don't want to do anything but receive everything. And we want to talk down to our men. We want to mistreat our men, but it still expect them to be gentlemen and decency. And it's so funny to me how women are always online talking about how men are acting like females. And you're saying it in a derogatory way, which means you are self-admitting that you know that the image of a woman is a negative thing. If you're saying that men are acting like this and it's a bad thing, that means that you're behaving badly and you know it, and you're not calling it out. You're not changing yourself. So again, in these hard economic times, in these hard political times, in these hard, difficult, challenging spiritual times, you think that it's a good idea for a man to take on a woman? These same women who are getting online expressing how ungrateful they are, taking men's children away, putting men on child support, taking half of their stuff when they get divorced, just causing chaos in their life, causing drama. On top of that, you have to compete with this corn. And I don't blame people. I don't blame anyone. You act like, oh, because I have my genitalia, since I have this private part, I'm the prize. No, the prize is who's ever in demand. And women are not in demand anymore.
There's too many women that are making $50,000 a year, demanding a man to make $1 million, and you've never made $1 million before. You've never made $500,000 before. Hell, you've never made $100,000 before.
So you're saying that a woman should only desire a millionaire if she's touched $1 million?
I'm saying be realistic with what you qualify for. Why would a millionaire, outside of beauty, why would a millionaire choose you? Now, there is a thing called hypergamy. Women choose at their level or higher. If I make $50,000 and he makes $85,000, that is hypergamy. He almost doubles what I make. That is still a man that can provide. That is still a man that can show up for the house. That is still a man that can go. You could still go on trips with $135,000 a year for the normal person. You know, if your mortgage is $3,000 a month, you can do so much. You could do so much. Be clear about what is actually necessary for us to be happy. Because you can be happy with a good man that's not a millionaire. He doesn't have to make $500,000. A lot of these women don't even know what that lifestyle would be like. $500,000 is around $50,000 a month. What are you going to spend it on? And don't you dare say bags, because now you're not even a good, you're not even a good investment. You are a liability. If you just want me to make $50,000 so I could spend 20 of it on you and your lifestyle, that's not, you're not going to be chosen. Because even trips, you could catch a flash sale and go on a trip for $1,500, 5 days.
Please like and subscribe. For real, subscribe.